Welcome to Marketing in Your Car, the podcast for funnel hackers everywhere. You are now part of a small group of underground entrepreneurs who are trying to change the world through the products and the services that we believe in. But because we don't rely on venture capitalists, we don't have financial safety nets. So we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We do that through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. Now, this podcast will give you a glimpse at the daily life of a funnel hacker. So let's get started. What's up, everybody? This is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome... Oh, crap. I almost just... backing out of my driveway. I literally almost just backed into the wall. And you guys would have caught it live here on Marketing in Your Car. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing awesome today. So today, yesterday was book launch day. And today is the day after book launch day. And I bet you're wondering how it's going. So I want to tell you... as you probably know, actually I can't remember exactly how much I told you guys, but leading to the book launch, as with any launch, there's a lot of stress and time and energy and stuff that goes into it. So Monday night, we basically were at the office super late, and then I think at 3 o'clock we got done. Then we went home, then came back Tuesday, and luckily we set the launch time for 4 Eastern, which gave 2 o'clock our time, so we had till noon, or 2 o'clock to get everything done, which is highly recommended on launch day. We used to do launch days at 9 a.m. in the mornings. It was always a nightmare, so we pushed them out late in the day, that way you got time in the morning. So we about 5 hours, everyone got back off at 9, so we had 9 till 2, so 5 hours to get everything done, and we started moving, and started scrambling, and you start going and going. And it's crazy, like, no matter how much stuff you have, like, that's why it's good to pick a launch day, because otherwise you'll never actually get done, because we never would have got done ever, because even with staying up all night and then all morning, everything, it still was like, I think we're like 9 minutes late before like the funnel went live. And it's funny because you have like this wish list stuff you want to do, and they get smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where you're like, all right, well, this is what we have to do. And then it's like, oh crap, it's gotta go live. What are the stuff that we have to do? We have to like cut out. And it's just kind of crazy. So then you launch it and you sit back and you wait. And this is like, honestly, for me, the worst time. It's like, it's weird because you feel like it's gonna be this huge like climatic like boom, and then it goes, but it's like the opposite. You get this huge climatic thing and then it like stops. And then you're just like, what's happening? And then we start sending emails, but then like, because us and 8 million other affiliates are all emailing the same day from Actionetics, like Actionetics is backed up, so our emails aren't going out, and then all sorts of other stuff starts happening. But luckily, like, a lot of people were waiting and like anxiously waiting to buy, and so book sales started coming in, boom, boom, boom. So we're watching the sales come in at first, and then we're watching like the stats and numbers to see kind of where things are at. And obviously it's hard because the first group of people that come through are like your hyperactive buyers, like it's all you guys, right? And you guys totally jack up our stats. So I don't trust any of our stats that early. But it's still like kind of, you're watching just to kind of see and you're curious, right? So we're watching all the stats, and the stats look good, but like there's this new stats dashboard in ClickFunnels, which I didn't even know was there. I remember we talked about it at Funnel Hacking Live, but I hadn't like seen it. So I clicked on it, and it was amazing. It showed you all the sales from everything, like front-end products, upsells, order form bumps, like everything. So you kind of had a good glimpse of like, oh, here's what everything is. So I'm looking at all, I'm like, based on the numbers, looks good, but then there was this number up here that said average cart value, and the average cart value number was horrible. And I was like, huh. I keep watching it, and then as 1 hour turned into 2, the average cart value number kept getting worse and worse, and I was just like, almost to this point of like depression. And like, honestly, I was like coming back with our team, like, okay, what do we do? Do we go and do we add in a whole nother upsell, and because the cart value wasn't as high as we needed it to be, and like all these millions of things are going through your head, right? And so I'm like, God, I don't want to add another upsell, because like I wanted, this funnel, like, as we talked about in the last podcast, it's a short funnel. There's offers in there, but it's a short funnel, so I was trying to like shorten it. But then there's longer on the value side. So like over the first 21 days, like where it monetizes is amazing. But I just know affiliates are short-sighted typically, and they're not looking at 21 days, looking at like what happened today, right? And so it's like, I need to be high enough to make sure affiliates were happy and all that kind of stuff. So totally stressing out, freaking out, and trying to figure things out. And then I think Steven or someone's like, I forgot to reset the stats data before we went live, which means all of our test purchases were in there and everything. So it's like, So I had John go and actually pull all the data, delete all the other purchases. And he's doing all the math and everything. He's looking at everything. He came back. He's like, here's our numbers. Boom, 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 boom. And based right now, our average cart value is $39. And I was like, what? I'm like, no, the stats here say it was like at 19. And he's like, no, based on like the actual numbers, we're at 39. I was like, are you kidding me? Like 39 is like perfectly in alignment with what we need to make this whole thing work. And all of a sudden, like, it was funny. I went from like like wanting to cry and like rebuild the whole funnel to like, wait a minute, this is like exactly how we need it to be. And it's like a huge sigh of relief. I'm like, wait, make sure you're right. Do the numbers again, because I don't want to be celebrating and find out in like an hour from now that I shouldn't have been celebrating. So like, do all numbers again. It's like, yes, this is exactly what it is. And I looked on numbers and I was like, oh, thank heaven. So there was like one stat in our stats dashboard that wasn't correct. And I also had a bunch of other data. But anyway, when all said and done, like, it was awesome. So then I was like, oh man, this is awesome. Let's put some fuel on the fire. So I did Facebook Live, started doing more stuff. Finally, my email started all going out like around 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And now it's been 12 hours. And as of today, we have sold, this morning it was like 6,300 copies of the book. What? So my initial goal was 10,000 week 1. And now Dave told me this morning our goal is 10,000 within the first 24 hours. So that's what's about to happen. So I'm going there now. I'm about to do a virtual book tour, which basically means I got like 15 people lined up today. We're doing Facebook Lives onto their audiences. They're going to interview me about the book. And when the interview's done, then we're going to be logging into their account. And we're going to be paying ads to promote that Facebook Live to their audience, which is like, I think, the future of JVs. But we're the first to kind of really test it. So I'll let you guys know how it works. But it's basically like going on a book tour, right? Like real authors should say that. Like if you look at like traditional people, like how they when the book gets out, what do? Right? They go on I guess not Jay Leno anymore. I haven't watched TV for so long. They go on like Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and like Today's Show. And they do the media network that way. So we're doing that, but kind of doing it through Facebook. And so doing Facebook Lives to people's audiences. And then again, affiliates like typically I don't know, they're just short. I mean, they're amazing people, and I'm the same way. It's like, but as affiliates, I make fun of myself. Like, we're kind of short-sighted. Like, we want to see cash immediately, and we don't want to do anything for that cash because we don't have to. We're affiliates. Like, we're just good at making money. And so it's like, wait to do that. So basically, it's like, hey, you get on, you have 10 minutes, interview Russell, and it's done. And then Russell will spend his money to promote that post to your people, and that's the goal and the game plan. So anyway, it's gonna be fun. We're trying that out today. And in fact, it's starting in 14 minutes. I gotta go. Okay, I'll let you guys know how it goes, but that's recap so far. The first 12 hours of the book launch has been amazing. Average cart value is sticking about $38, $39. So if you do the math on that, 63. Yeah, we're about $250,000 in cash collected in the first 12 hours on a free book offer, which is awesome. So funnels work, you guys. Once again, proving it. Practicing what I preach. So if you haven't bought the book yet, go to expertsecrets.com. Buy the book slowly. The funnel's working, and it's exciting. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look at our funnel hacking projects. You can also watch the Funnel Hacker online reality show and watch us build and launch funnels live at www.funnelhacker.tv. If you'd like to come hang out with your fellow funnel hackers, come join our Facebook group at www.projectclickfunnels.com. Oh yeah, and don't forget, you can get a free MP3 player with the first 257 episodes preloaded at marketinginyourcar.com. Join us next time, and remember, you're just one funnel away from your dreams.